Hello everyone, welcome to Retro Foundry YouTube channel, and today we are going to cover a very basic of crochet. So we are going to start with the slip knot, what is slip knot, and the foundation chain. So this is the very two basic, you can say the very beginning of your any crochet project. And for the demonstration purpose, first of all, I'm going to only make 13 chain, and I'm going to use the cinnamon swirl cake yarn here. This uses 5 mm hook, and this is the shade, just in case if you want to know, marble. This is the shade marble. Okay, I'm going to do center pull. Oh, I already have it out here, so that's amazing. But center pull is something you pull it in the middle of your yarn, so that's a center pulling, and I'm going to put it aside. Now let's get started with the slip knot. Okay, what is slip knot? So slip knot is kind of a knot from where we are going to start our foundation chain and then whole project. Why it is called slip knot, that's I'm going to cover after, actually during this tutorial. So we are going to have this short strand. Let's use this as a short strand name, and this is as a long strand attached to yarn. I will always say attached to yarn, long strand attached to yarn. So I'm going to use my pinky finger to hold it, to secure it, and going to use this two first finger of my left hand. So, and I will use my left hand thumb to hold it, to get a support, whatever you can say. Take a loop like this around your fingers. So now you have this at your finger. You can hold this cross here using your thumb. Okay, while doing that, you still have your short strand with this, and this is hanging somewhere. Now you can take out this loop. Okay, you can take out this loop, and you can grab your one thumb and a finger and take this yarn out from that loop. Again, look at that. You can see this loop like that, and now take this yarn strand long attached to the yarn, take it like this. Now what you're going to do is, you have already hold it with your right hand, and you still have your short strand here. Try to hold it using your 3 fingers, this long attached yarn. Hold it. Now you have this two. Just pull it gently. Now you have the slip knot. Okay, since we have the slip knot, why do we call it as a slip knot? Because you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, and you can even do like this. So this is kind of slip knot. It's gone so easily, and that's why it's slip knot. So we are going to do one more time, quickly. Short strand, 2 finger around, take out the loop, take that yarn out using your right finger, and hold it, this two, pull it, and there you go. You have your slip knot. Now let's get started with the foundation chain, and for that we are going to have our hook, crochet hook. So just make a little bit smaller to make our work easy. Just do this, pass your hook and make it little more tighter. Don't make it so tight like this, so that it's hard to work with. So just keep it a little bit loose, right? So I always keep a little loose like this. You can see the space, and you can see how easy and slippery it is. That's a slip knot. And now how I hold my yarn to make a foundation chain is I use again my pinky finger and make sure you're using your working yarn. Working yarn is what? Your long attached strand with this yarn. So use this pinky finger, okay, and take your yarn like this. And now you have this three, and I'm going to cross over my finger, first finger, and now you can see I have this short strand here, long here, and I can now hold my slip knot or my stitches using my middle finger and my thumb. Now I have my yarn, I have my hook, I have hold and secure the yarn for the tension. Okay, so I use one more word, tension. What is the tension? This is the tension. How you hold, how you stretch, how you lose your yarn. So to keep it consistent, this is the way you can hold it, so that every time you make one stitch or any type of another stitches, crochet stitches like single crochet, double crochet, you're going to have the consistent of those things, like consistent stitches, consistent foundation chain, so you don't end up making one loose chain, one very tight chain. So that's why the holding is quite important and useful. But again, it's up to you after your practice how your mind, your hands are preferring to use it, right? Okay, so let's get started with the foundation chain, and let's not make this video very long. Here we have our yarn, and we have already hold our slip knot. Now we are going to do a yarn over. So this yarn is facing you, and here is your yarn strand. So hook is facing you, so just do a yarn over. I am using this term so that it's get easier when you read the patterns. This is called yarn over. Whenever you do left to right, left to right, this is yarn over. And yarn over, and when you slip it, you know, this is now attached, stick with this hook, and that's how you create the stitches, right? So yarn over and take this out from your very first slip knot, and this is your first chain. Congratulations, this is your very first chain. Again, I'm going to hold it, yarn over left to right, stick it with it, pass it from that loop to chain, hold it left to right, pass it from the loop, third chain, fourth chain, fifth chain, sixth chain, seventh chain, eighth chain, ninth chain, 10th, okay, 11th, 12th, and 13th. So did you notice every time I do it, I just hold it? That is also very useful tip when you want to create very even chains. Look at these chains, so even and so amazing. Well, let's end our video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.